Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Weekly Movie News. I hope your Sunday is going well so far. Today, we got about 9 stories to talk about today. So, we got pretty decent amount of movie news. Not a lot, not a little, but, right in the middle, right a little sweet spot in the middle. So, it shouldn't be too long of a video today. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 600 subscribers. Helps it a lot. The first story we're going to get to is about Lego and Universal. They're saying that there's still an active development on a whole range of ideas and concepts for upcoming films. I really do love this because we haven't gotten a Lego film in quite some time. I think the last one we got was either Lego Movie 2 or was it the Lego Ninjago movie? And those were both, fine. I think I like Lego Ninjago movie more than Lego Movie 2. I thought Lego Movie 2 is pretty disappointing, but I absolutely loved Lego Batman movie. I absolutely loved the first Lego movie, and supposedly I think we are getting like a Lego Pharrell movie later this year, so that's gonna be interesting. I don't really know the full details on that movie, but I am interested in that. But hopefully, from the statement, it means that we're gonna get more Lego films. Hoping maybe a Lego Movie 3. I just need the same, I need the same flair as the first one. I think that would do really well. And come on, make a Lego Batman 2. I think that would be really cool. Some of them aren't as successful as, they'd probably want, but I think they just need to make the quality as good as, Lego Batman, Lego Movie 1. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is true and they're still going to be making more Lego movies because, the first Lego movie was just a brilliant gem for everyone. I think everyone can agree that that movie just has a lot of great moments. So I'm hoping that that does come true. And we got big news. CinemaCon is happening this week. CinemaCon is going to be happening from April 8th, I think, until April 11th. Let me check this. Yep, it's happening April 8th through April 11th, and I will be covering this. I'm, of course, not going to be there. I don't live in Vegas where that's happening, but I will be covering this news on the channel. I'll be doing a video for, each reaction to the panel, talk about what the panels showed, because that's, of course, going to be public knowledge. But let's talk about what's going to be happening each day. So April 8th, at 6:15, we're going to have a Universal, they're going to be screening The Fall Guy, which they already screened at South by, but they're going to screen it again at CinemaCon because, already has rave reactions, so expect some more reactions. I'm not sure if I'm going to cover reactions for The Fall Guy, only because, our reactions already came out, but maybe, depending on how many reactions we got. Then the next day, April 9th, we got the Warner Bros. Is going to have their big panel. You're going to have probably more news about Beetlejuice 2. The first trailer got confirmed to be releasing that day. I might react to it, but of course, we'll talk about it. Then you're going to have news about The Watchers, maybe a Lord of the Rings, that animated movie trailer coming out. But we're going to, of course, have more news about what Warner Bros. Is doing for the rest of the year. Then the next day, April 10th, Lionsgate is going to have their showcase, their big showcase. Hopefully, we get some news about Ballerina, where that's at. Maybe another trailer for Borderlands. But most of these trailers, don't expect a lot of trailers to be dropped to the public because they're going to mostly screen them to the CinemaCon people. But yeah, some of them we're going to get, like we already got announced the Joker one, maybe some other ones. Then you're going to get maybe another trailer for The Strangers Chapter 1, maybe some new pictures from The Crow. Then April 10th, Universal's going to have their showcase. Maybe some, new news about Mario, maybe some new stills from Twisters, Wicked, Despicable Me 4, some news about that. April 11th, you're going to have Paramount doing their showcase. Maybe some, maybe a big news drop about Shadow, who's going to voice Shadow for Sonic. Who knows? Maybe some trailers for A Quiet Place. Maybe our first, teaser image for Gladiator 2. That would be cool. Then the last day, we're going to have April 11th, which is Disney's big showcase. I don't know. Maybe they're going to do some pretty cool things there. I'm pretty sure they're probably going to show the audience there another trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine. Probably not us. We're probably going to have to wait till May for that. Maybe some pictures about Alien Romulus, Mufasa, Inside Out 2. Very excited. I'll be covering CinemaCon all week, so look forward to those videos. I'm very excited for that. We got probably the best news of the week. Dune Messiah is officially in development at Legendary. This is amazing. We finally have confirmation. We've been waiting weeks and weeks and weeks. We're like, when are they going to announce Dune Messiah? When are they going to announce it? We finally got an announcement that, they're officially at work with it. Denis is, of course, going to return. Probably is not going to happen for a little bit of time, but it's good to know that it's officially happening because Dune Part 2 is still ranking in the big bucks, still in IMAX. Might go see it one more time. I might want to make it double digits. I don't really know yet, but I can't wait for Dune Messiah. I heard it's a whole nother different story. Nothing like Dune Part 1, Dune Part 2. Nothing like the first book. I still got to read the Dune Messiah book. Very excited for this movie though. Probably, I don't know. Release date wise, I really don't know what they could go for. Maybe like 2027, 2028, something like that. Give it a couple years because I think he's going to do Rendezvous with Rama. I think that's what it's called. I think Denis going to do that one first. Dune Messiah, though, is officially in the works. I'm so excited for this. It's going to be another masterpiece from Denis. Then we kind of got some interesting news, which I did talk about in a previous video. Alex Garland plans to, He said that he's going to take a big step away from directing films, and he's probably going to take, probably many years off, he said, because he's just not really fallen in love with the filmmaking process of being behind the camera directing a movie and all that. And that kind of sucks to hear, because he's been doing great. I haven't seen Men yet, so I can't really give my thoughts. Ex Machina, a masterpiece. Annihilation, a great film. Civil War, getting some great reviews. But he did say he's going to continue like screenwriting and all that, continue writing scripts, but he'll probably be back directing films, maybe in 5 years or less. Who knows? He's probably just taking a break, but kind of sucks to hear that, because he just does amazing films. But I can't wait to see what Civil War has to offer. Then we got the runtime for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes has officially been revealed to be 2 hours and 25 minutes long. The longest film in the franchise. I think tickets are now on sale too. I think we'll be seeing this one day early in IMAX. I'm actually looking forward to this one. They showed exclusive new IMAX trailer before Godzilla X Kong, and they showed an exclusive scene. I thought it looked pretty cool. Excited to see where the human elements lie in this one, but it being the longest one has some high hopes for me. We got news about the live action Karate Kid. It's now in production. It's now filming. This is still slated for like later this year in December. I don't know. I don't think they're going to make the release date. I'll be super surprised, but it's now started filming. We got some major news. Drew Goddard is set to write and direct a new Matrix movie. We're going to be getting Matrix 5. When this news came out, I didn't believe it. I thought it was fake news, because who asked for Matrix 5? And Matrix 4 wasn't a big box office success and wasn't the biggest, critically acclaimed Matrix movie. Drew Goddard, he did Bad Times at El Royale and Cabin in the Woods, which I think are both really great movies from the direction standpoint. Cabin in the Woods, I didn't really care for the story that much, but the direction on both of those I think were great. And Drew was actually in talks to direct the next Spider-Man movie, which now that's off the table completely now that he's going to do Matrix. Supposedly, I guess Warner Bros., they liked his idea a lot. I don't know, is Keanu Reeves going to return? I have no idea. No one is really set in stone to return to this movie. We just have the announcement of this movie happening. Probably isn't going to come out for many years, probably like 3 years, maybe 4 years at most. Who knows? But I do think that they should probably keep the budget pretty low on this, because the last one wasn't a big success. Who knows if people are even wanting to see a new Matrix movie? And if you don't bring Keanu back, you're probably going to have less people interested in this. So probably keep the budget low on this, but still, I have no idea what's happening with this movie, and I don't really have a lot of interest in it, to be honest with you. Another big news story, Julia Garner has been cast as the female Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think her name is Shala Ball, the wife of, Silver Surfer that we all know and love. This is an interesting decision to go with the female Silver Surfer, but I think it makes sense because, they're in a different universe, so a couple things are going to be pretty different here. And Julia Garner, fantastic choice. She is excellent in anything that she does. The Royal Hotel from last year, but come on, we all gonna know her from Ozark. She was just terrific in Ozark. I think she won, how many Emmys did she win for that? Like 3 Emmys for that show. Fantastic in that show. If you haven't seen Ozark yet, it's on Netflix. Very great show. The ending didn't really work for me, but the rest, terrific show. But Fantastic Four, finally they're ramping up production, ramping up casting news so we actually know that we are going to be getting this movie. But is it going to be good? I don't know. Supposedly Galactus is going to be the main villain. That hasn't been cast yet, so probably look for that casting news probably in the coming weeks. But Julia Garner, I cannot wait to see what she does for this role. And if you are upset about the female Silver Surfer, that's your fault. But we'll be getting the other one soon. I think we want to be getting both in the MCU, but just got to wait for that. You can't have both at the same time. Then we got another big news story. We've had a lot of big news this week. Craig Gillespie is set to direct DCU's Supergirl, Women of Tomorrow, and Millie Alcock is still set to play Supergirl. I'm so excited to see her in that role. I think she's going to do terrific. Craig Gillespie, I think this is a terrific choice. He does great in directing, female-led films with Cruella, I, Tonya, and I think those are both great films. I don't think he's ever made a terrible film. Some of his films are just okay, but I think Cruella and I, Tonya were great. And Craig Gillespie, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he did direct Dumb Money too, which I thought was a really fun movie. So I'm I'm expecting this Supergirl to have some great performances from Millie Alcock, and I expect it to be really fun because I think Craig Gillespie nails that tone in a very great way. Jodie Comer is reportedly in talks to star in the sequel 28 Years Later. I'm very excited for her. I really think that she's an underrated actress. She was amazing in The Last Duel, but for me personally, I've never seen the 28 movies, you know, the 28 days later. I think there's one 28 weeks later. Never seen another like post-apocalyptic zombie movies. Jodie Comer, I hope she gets the role though. I think she's a fantastic actress. And then we got some big Disney news to go over. The Mandalorian and Grogu will release on May 22nd, 2026 in theaters. So this is going to be another big movie for Disney. So basically all this Disney news, they're changing up release dates, updating release dates. But let me just say they're gonna dominate summer 2026 because what they have lined up is insane. So Mandalorian Grogu, May of 2026. Very excited because you know if they did another season, I wouldn't care about another season because all they do is fill it with filler. It's ridiculous. I don't need another Jack Black Lizzo episode. Just give me a movie where everything's important, and that's hopefully what we're getting. And then we're gonna have Toy Story 5 hit the next month, June 19th, 2026. So they're gonna own that summer. It's gonna be insane to see how much these movies make. People think we don't need Toy Story 5, and I agree, but am I still gonna watch it and love it? Probably, yeah. I mean, I love this. I love the fourth one. A lot of people don't love the fourth one, but I really loved it, so I can't wait to see this. Then Tron Ares is going to release in theaters October 10th, 2025. So Tron Ares is like the biggest, I don't know, it's kind of like the biggest one out of this bunch that's going to release next year because all the other ones are 2026. So I don't really know how many major Disney movies that Disney has in 2025. I know they have Tron. I know they have Avatar, and then I'm talking like non-MCU because I know they have Thunderbolts, Fantastic Four, right? It's 2025. So I'm wondering what other non-MCU movies they have releasing. Because hopefully Avatar does make its date. I'm pretty sure it's on track. But Tron Ares is coming out next year, and hopefully it's good, but I have no idea. Visually, it's probably going to be good. Then the Moana live-action movie is going to release July 10th, 2026. So they're firing on all cylinders. They got Mandalorian Grogu in May, Toy Story 5 in June, and the Moana live-action movie in 2026. I don't know. Moana live action movie is the one I have the most doubt for because it's going to be a very big CGI kind of movie, and I don't know how great it's going to go. Even if you get Dwayne Johnson back and all those people back, it's going to be very hard to get right because the original animated one was so great. Second one's coming out this year, so is it too much? Is it too much Moana? Is it too much? I don't think so because, you know, kids are just watching the first one over and over on Disney Plus. So hopefully it's great. We have news. Daredevil Born Again has officially wrapped filming. Not a lot of big news for Daredevil coming out. Some set photos did release. John Bernthal's Punisher is coming back. Very excited to see him, Bullseye and all that. Hopefully it's great. I'm crossing my fingers. But with Disney, we never know, but it's now wrapped filming. I think it's set to release next year. Then for our last stories today, I guess this is kind of a two-piece. We have our first looks at Christian Bale as Frankenstein's monster in Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride, and you have the first look for Jessie Buckley as the Bride of Frankenstein. I'm very excited for this movie. I'm not sure if this is I'm gonna have to check this after recording this. I'm not sure if this is a Netflix movie or it's a theaters movie, but man, it looks great. The two cast members, two all-star cast members, Jessie Buckley. I'm starting to love her more and more after seeing her in more of these smaller movies because I think she's a very underrated actress. Christian Bale, we all love Christian Bale. He's an all-star. He's an S-tier actor, and he looks like he's going to nail this role. But it's kind of ridiculous how many Frankenstein movies we're going to be getting because don't we also have that one from Guillermo del Toro with Jacob Elordi? So we're getting a couple Frankenstein movies in the next few years. I think this one is set to release 2025, sometime in 2025, probably Halloween. It probably makes sense. And I will put these images on screen for you to see in a little bit bigger. But yeah, I think they both look great. It's just a little bit of still from each, a little bit of a tease, but that you can see that makeup work is doing great. I think those images look great, and I cannot wait to see what Maggie Gyllenhaal does with The Bride. I think it's going to be a great movie. 2025 is probably going to shape up to be a much better year than 2024. But yeah, those are the new images for The Bride. Let me know what you guys think of the movie news that I talked about today. I thought this week's episode had a lot of big news. You had Supergirl news, you had The Bride news, you had Marvel news, Fantastic Four. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of the stories I talked about today. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, as I said. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.